Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to this session on college admissions. CUT results are gaye hain, the scorecards have been announced, and you are definitely aware of the fact that most of the universities have started coming out with their application portals. Delhi University did that last week. The common seat allocation system portal live ho chuka hai. You have to register over there, and very soon you'll get the preference filling option too. BHU started with the application process last night, but the form has some issues. Hopefully, will be rectified in probably today or by tomorrow. Then Vishwa Bharati University, Ambedkar University of Delhi, they have already activated the portal. Tata Institute of Social Sciences have activated the portal. And University of Hyderabad has done a very surprise thing. They have come out with the result itself. They have published the names of the probable candidates who have been shortlisted for the admissions actually, and in a very surprising move, which means what is happening here is whichever universities have participated in CUET, most likely they are picking all the information just like DU did from the CUET Summit portal itself. So you have to be very, very careful now because the admissions are in full swing. The registrations of the universities have started. The portal has started. Today in this session, we'll be talking about what are the common dilemmas which students have at this point of time. Result to aa gaya hai, but problem bahut sare hain. The problems are manifold actually. So quickly, I'll be talking about those issues, and I'll be talking about Delhi University, which all that for some of the courses, the top ones, which are the top colleges, you should definitely keep in mind when you are applying to Delhi University. You should not miss out on those colleges. I'm sure each one of you have done really well out there. So you must look out for the top colleges. We'll give that list. We'll share that list with you for the top courses. And of course, we'll be taking up all your questions which you have. And very soon, I'll be joined by our CUET academic head, Mr. Jitin Arora, who is already backstage, but he'll be joining me in a very short while. So let me go ahead and talk about the issues which you are facing right now and how the process is going to be and how we are going to help you out in that actually. So just give me a second and we'll quickly go to that part. Now, if you talk about the higher education system in India, this is where all your problems actually start. We have more than 1,000 universities in the country, and already 90 universities participated in the CUET examination this year, which you guys have appeared for. Next year, we could be looking at more than 170, probably next to next year, more than 500 universities. But your problem is not limited to this. You have to make a lot of choices, but it is also the fact that you are competing with almost 1.5 crore students across the country for admissions to various higher education institutions in our country, where the seats are very, very limited, and naturally it is very difficult to get into the same. You have already shortlisted the institution, but there are certain other issues which you have to look at as well. You cannot be in a hurry to decide that, okay, this is the right suited course for me. You have to take your own time. You still have that time because your universities are giving you at least 20 days to make the applications, to go ahead with the registration process, and you still have those time. If you want, you can do some research. The first confusion among the students is very much about the career itself. Which is the right suited career for me? Is it management or law? Is it going for chartered accountancy or actuarial science? What actually suits me? That is very, very important. Do I have all the information? The problem actually starts from there. क्या मुझे पता है कि actuarial science course है क्या? और अगर वो है तो कैसे मुझे सूट करता है, मेरे लिए एक अच्छा अपॉर्चुनिटी है? Have I ever explored about this program? I think you should still do that. That is very, very important. Then comes another challenge, which is deciding about which is the right college for me. Should I go for Bcom honors at SRCC or should I go for BA economics honors at SRCC? Both the courses are good. The institution is the topmost institution in the country. Number one college है commerce का. तो आखिर में मैं कौन सा प्रोग्राम वहां पे पिक करूं? That's another dilemma which most of the students have. We have gone through a lot of queries which we have received over the last couple of days. We recently did a session in Delhi there as well. A lot of queries were centered around this actually. Then, not just Delhi University, can I look at opportunities beyond Delhi University? What if I'm not able to make the cut at Delhi University? First of all, that is the problem that needs to be addressed. The second problem is, if I'm getting a 40th rank college, 40वां रैंक कॉलेज मुझे मिल रहा है, 45 कॉलेजेस ऑफर कर रहे हैं और मुझे 40th कॉलेज मिल रहा है, should I even be considering Delhi University for the fact कि मुझे Delhi University में रहना है? Will it not compromise the quality of the education which I'm looking forward to? Should I explore universities beyond this where still admissions can happen or admissions are happening? Can I look forward to a St. Xavier's Mumbai? Can I look forward to any other program in some other different universities, even a central university like a BHU or a University of Allahabad, which might be still better than a 40th ranked college or a 50th ranked college of Delhi University? But most of we do not look at this aspect. Delhi University में ही रहना है, but I can get a better opportunity in terms of Banaras University or maybe an Ashoka University. If I want to study psychology, why not pick up a liberal arts program at Ashoka University, which is today the #1 university when it comes to liberal arts? If I want to study economics, I want to get into research more than any other aspect. You should look at from this aspect. I think Ashoka would be the #1 institution one should be selecting for. So the college, the course and the college dilemmas are always there. The confusion is always there. Unfortunately, as students, we don't spend much time. We go by hearsay. We look at magazines, we look at rankings which have been given by different portals, magazines. Some of them are very much influenced by business. There is no standard process in our country where colleges are being ranked. And even if you look at the NIRF ranking, it has its own share of issues. Some of the best colleges are not participating in NIRF for some reason, or they are not being ranked higher because they miss out on one of the parameters, which may not be so vital, but at the end of the day, the parameters have been decided. So most of the rankings are definitely influenced either by business or they are being they have their own share of issues actually. The problem is manifold. आखिर हम इसको देखें किस तरीके से, कहां पे देखें? और जब दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी की बात करते हैं, यू ऑल आर अवेयर देयर आर 67 कॉलेजेस व्हिच ऑफर यूजी प्रोग्राम्स. उसमें से 20 वुमेन ओनली कॉलेजेस हैं. तो एटलीस्ट फॉर द वुमेन कैंडिडेट्स द डिसीजन माइट बी स्टिल इजियर. उनके लिए थोड़ा आसान है डिसीजन को फाइंड आउट करना, डिसीजन लेना, क्योंकि उनके पास अपॉर्चुनिटी सारे 67 कॉलेजेस में है. बट फॉर द बॉयज इट माइट स्टिल बी अ प्रॉब्लम एक्चुअली बिकॉज दे हैव 20 less colleges out there. 79 undergraduate programs, and you could be eligible for more than 50 of it. Bearing some of the science stream courses, probably if you are from a humanities background or you are from a commerce background, exception could be there in terms of the science related programs or the science stream courses. You could be eligible for almost every program, and Delhi University promotes every student, ask every students to apply for as many courses as possible so that your chances of admission on the higher side. But we do understand having so many opportunities also creates a kind of confusion. It creates a problem. और अगर हम बीए प्रोग्राम की बात करें तो उसके कॉम्बिनेशन तो और भी मजेदार हैं. 206 कॉम्बिनेशन है, 206, just like the human body, you have 206 bones. 206 combination for the BA program. Which combination to pick for? Which combination is what I am looking forward to, which is right suited as per my the career plan. So all this actually has to be looked into, and DU is very, very competitive. No second thoughts about that. 6.6 initially registered candidate. The recently NTA opened the window for correction. I'm sure उसमें 40-50,000 students और बढ़ गए होंगे. So for 75,000 seats across all the program, including the languages like Arabic honors, Bengali honors, Urdu honors, if you take into consideration every single program of Delhi University, we are talking about 75,000 seats. But for some of the courses, it is very important to understand the competition is not just about 10 or 15 students, but the competition is about 80 to 90 students per seat. So what actually you should be doing? I'm going to share 5 golden rules today. Number 1, You must ensure that you keep more options as well for both the college as well as the course. When I talk about the course, it is important. There's no second thought about that. But college is equally important. But if I keep aside this aspect for this time being, what I am trying to say here is don't be too choosy at this stage. Don't eliminate any option while you are making the application. किसी भी तरीके से कोई भी ऑप्शन को immediately eliminate मत करो. Keep your backup with you. Keep that safety angle with you. Very, very important for you. You always want to be in a position where tomorrow you don't regret tomorrow. Let's say you have 2 or 3 different college options available. That would be a good scenario to look at, to understand the fact that you will have time, you'll have at least some time to figure out which is the college I'm going to pick up or which is the course. But किसी भी course को straight away या किसी भी college को straight away eliminate मत करो. Apply to that because you are anyways making application. आप समय दे ही रहे हो एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस के ऊपर, आप फीस पे कर ही रहे हो, सेम फॉर्म है. आप वहां पे जितने ज्यादा ऑप्शंस अपने ओपन रखोगे, टुमारो द सिचुएशन यू विल बी इन थोड़ा कंफ्यूजिंग हो सकता है, बट आई थिंक दैट डिसीजन वुड बी मच बेटर रादर देन रिग्रेटिंग कि शायद उस कॉलेज में मेरा एडमिशन हो जाता बट मैंने वो लिस्ट में डाला ही नहीं, मैंने उस कोर्स को सेलेक्ट ही नहीं किया. Not just about Delhi University, but even for the others. So while you may have Delhi University on target list, but you should also look forward to some of the better universities beyond DU. You can apply if your course is available in BHU, if your course is available in University of Allahabad, or for that matter, if you're giving an example, if you're looking forward to a program in analytics, or you're looking forward to a program in social work, you can look forward to some of these universities along with Tata Institute of Social Science. तो अपने options को open रखना बहुत ही important है. Course and college both are important. They are very, very important. You can't say that for me the course is important or the college is important. But you have to also understand the fact which one to pick up. Economics honors किसी tier 1 college में pick up करें या Bcom honors किसी tier 2 college में pick up करें. That decision is going to be very, very important. 18th in DU or BHU, क्या 18th ranked college मुझे वो value देगा जो BHU दे सकता है? SRCC definitely better value देगा, but क्या जो 18th या 20th rank college है, एक स्वामी श्रद्धानंद कॉलेज है या श्यामलाल कॉलेज, क्या वही वैल्यू ऐड करेगा just because they are part of Delhi University? I don't think so. Every university has colleges. Some colleges are really good. Some colleges you can just leave about. Please understand the fact. Even if you look at the from that aspect, branding aspect, please understand the fact. When you graduate from Delhi University, I'm myself a alumni from Delhi University. If you graduate from Delhi University, your degree doesn't mention about the college. Your degree doesn't carry your name of the college. So tomorrow, if you don't tell somebody that I am from SRCC or I am from Hindu, nobody would even know. You can say I'm from Delhi University. But the kind of learning you go through, the kind of peer group which you have in a college becomes very, very important. Learning is not about faculty. Learning is not about infrastructure. Learning is more about your peer group. You spend most of your time with your batchmates, your friends. You work with them. You work on different projects. You learn with them. उस एस्पेक्ट पे कॉलेज कितना अच्छा है वो देखना बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है. बी ओपन टू नॉन DU. दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी मिलता है, बहुत ही अच्छी बात है, बट डोंट रिजेक्ट दैट ऑल टुगेदर कि मैं बाकी यूनिवर्सिटीज को बिल्कुल ही अप्लाई नहीं करूंगा. देयर आर अपॉर्चुनिटीज कमिंग योर वे, इफ नॉट टुडे टुमारो. BHU बहुत ही अच्छा ऑप्शन है. यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ हैदराबाद, अनफॉर्चुनेटली दे हैव कम आउट विद द admissions list directly, picking the information from the CUET portal. I'm sure all of you are aware that almost every university which has started the registration process, they are picking information from the CUET Samat portal itself. If you are looking forward to languages beyond DU, you can definitely look forward to a JNU or an English and Foreign Languages University at Hyderabad. Good institutions I'm talking about. अवेयरनेस नहीं है, लोग उतना जानते नहीं है, And I have seen people getting stuck in a tier 4, tier 5 college instead of getting into a good tier 1 college, which might be in a different geography. So geography different ho sakta hai, but you need to understand it is about your education. 3 साल 5 साल जो भी लगते हैं, whether it's an integrated 5 year program, whether it's a simple 3 year graduation program, you need to understand the fact that the value you will get for the next 3 years, 5 years, that is something which is going to shape your career of next 30 years. The question today you are trying to answer is not just about the college or not just about the program. While you may not realize it is there in your subconscious mind, the problem you are trying to address through admissions is your career. You want to have a meaningful and successful career, and that is the most important aspect. The fourth golden rule. Some of you may not like it, but please understand your career is about 30, 35, 40, 50 years at times. 1 year does not make much of a difference. So if you don't get a college of your choice or you don't get a program of your choice, don't be averse to the idea that you take the exam once again in December, most likely to happen for 2023 admissions, or maybe if it happens next May, you should still try to take the examination. Not a bad idea. I'm not saying take a full drop here. You don't need that for the CUT examination, but you should take admission and ensure that you are putting your best foot forward. You are putting all your efforts, all your energy, channelizing it and preparing well for the examination once again. 1 year, if spent better and you get into a good college, that would be worth it, and you'll have a very successful career. तो 50 साल की लाइफ में जो 30 साल 40 साल का करियर है, 50 साल का करियर है, उसमें अगर एक एक्स्ट्रा साल स्टडीज के लिए देना पड़ जाए तो वो बुरा थॉट नहीं है. यू मस्ट थिंक अबाउट दिस. लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू रिमेन डिस्पैशनेट. पैशन होना बहुत जरूरी है, बट किसी एक इंस्टीट्यूशन को लेकर के इतना भी पैशनेट नहीं होना है कि मैं ड्रॉप भी कर रहा हूं तो उसी इंस्टीट्यूशन को सिर्फ टारगेट करने के लिए कर रहा हूं, या मैं उस इंस्टीट्यूशन के प्रति इतना पैशनेट हूं, आई एम सो पैशनेट कि आई एम नॉट even looking at other opportunities, and probably tomorrow I realize I'm not getting admission into the university for which I was so passionate about. Your goal is your career. For that you need a combination of a very good college and a program. Dono available hain. You have to make that right choices. Some of the courses, a private university could stand out to be much better than any of the central or the state universities. For some of the courses, a state university can stand out to be much, much better as compared to a top central university. You must also look at the college legacy. That is very, very important. At times, you'll find that legacy is because of the quality. And most of the times, you'll find that legacy about college is about the quality of the education it has been offering for years. Like I always talk about SRCC. SRCC is not about a great infrastructure. SRCC does have good faculty, but does it have all 100% permanent faculties? No. But what makes SRCC today or a St. Stephen's today a great institution, or for that matter, a Loyola of Chennai or a Presidency of Chennai, because over the years they had good candidates. You are aware of the fact that till last year the admissions were based on merit, and in these colleges it was impossible to get with 98% even at times. So when I have every student who has more than 98% and up to 100% score, you can very well imagine the kind of intellect level we are talking about. So that becomes very, very important. So you must keep your options open. Don't close your options as far as non-CUT. For some of them are still available. Coming back to Delhi University, I've been getting a lot of queries. Can you share the list of the top colleges for Bcom honors? So here it is. I'm sure you have no doubts about that. At least for the first college, Sriram College of Commerce, 626 seats combined together across all categories, some supernumerary seats as well. No doubt, it's one of the best colleges in the country when it comes to studying Bcom honors and BA economics honors. That's the only two courses which Sriram College of Commerce offers. Beyond that, you can look forward to Hindu. A female candidate can definitely look forward to Lady Shriram, LSR, followed by Hansraj and Kirorimal, both being co-ed colleges. Now, Bcom program, which is the pass course, is not available in Sriram College of Commerce. Unlike Bcom honors, which is available in 55 colleges of Delhi University, Bcom program is available only in 44 colleges of Delhi University. Kirorimal, Sri Venkateshwara Ramjas Daulatram College, which is a women's college in North Campus, and Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Khalsa College. They are the best one when it comes to Bcom program. Economics, Sriram, St. Stephen's, Lady Shriram, Hindu, and Hansraj. English, the most sought after program of Delhi University. Maximum of application for the last 1 decade has been received always for this program. 2,800 seats, more than 1.5 lakh candidates vying for a seat in Delhi University English Honours Program. Limited colleges, the best ones, Stephen, Sindhu, Hansraj, Lady Shriram, and Miranda House, the last two being for women candidates. History, Hindu, Stephens, Lady Shriram, Miranda House, Hansraj, Political Science, Stephens. So you'll find some of the names being very, very common, and it's about the legacy these colleges have. They have built it over the years, and that's why there's so much of craze. Talking about the sciences, Stephens, Hindu, Hansraj, Miranda, that's good for the physics honors, chemistry honors. You have almost the same order, except for the fact that Venkateshwara is definitely not in the top five. Mathematics honors, chemistry honors. So please understand the fact that you should not be in a hurry to actually go ahead and fill the preferences, where you should definitely start with your registrations. But my suggestion would be, please keep your options open. Do apply to a BHU or a Vishwabharati. Do spend some time, thoda extra time nikalo for the next couple of days. Do your own set of research and definitely come out with some options which you are most likely to pick up. Explore karo, जानने की कोशिश करो, and try to pick up the best of the universities. Don't worry, if you fail to do so, we are there to help you, like we always do. We have created a program which is very much focused on you, and that's CL Admission Consulting, which has been designed by expert mentors who come from IITs, the alumni of IITs, IIMs, NITs, NLUs, Delhi University, and the other top central universities. The whole idea of this admission consulting program is to help you pick up the right combination of course and college for yourself. So it involves a very systematic process where we'll be doing some awareness sessions. We'll give you certain forms to fill, through which we'll try to understand what exactly is your career plan, next 5 years, 10 years goal. And based on that, we'll do a lot of reflections behind, and we'll have a one-to-one mentoring session where you can consult a mentor who will be giving you the right aspect, will help you understand which is the most suited combination for you at this point of time. So what this program does, it saves a lot of valuable hours, saves a lot of money, because if you take admission into a private college and if you want to drop out from there, you most of the time you'll end up losing good amount of money. Actually, please understand, your parents have worked hard to get that money, and that forfeited money should not be, at the first place, should not have been actually forfeited. So that depends on what kind of decision, how we are taking that decision. So saving that money is equally important. But more importantly is, this program will help you reduce all your anxieties, the pressure which you have. A second version of this program is, if you're not looking forward to a mentor consultation, you can go for a self-paced video program, which today we are offering for a very small amount. The link is being shared by my team member on the chat box. You can click on the link and go to the respective page itself. The program will be available for next 24 hours, and you can take up that actually. So that would be all for today's session, and I'm being joined by Mr. Jitin Arora, who is also the CUET academic head at Career Launcher. Welcome, Jitin. So all the students and parents who are attending the session, if you have any queries, feel free to post that in the chat box, and we'll be definitely answering them today.
Thank you, Amitin. Thank you. I see a lot of students writing a lot of things in the chat box. And I think most of the students are looking at that, they're posting their marks, they're looking at a suggestion from us कि हम कौन सा college या क्या उन्हें suggest कर सकते हैं. So I think that is one of the most common queries that is coming in.
Yeah. So let me Jitin, let me take up first query actually. See guys, you some of the universities which you are talking about, definitely at this juncture I would not even recommend about that. So without taking the names, I would say don't even consider that. Don't actually lose hope. There are a lot of universities which are out there actually in the CUET fold itself, which you can pick up. Probably you might not have heard about it. My suggestion always is do some research. You still have time. Most of the universities are giving time at least till 27th, 3rd, 10th of October. So you take out some time tomorrow, today, do some little research, but don't go for a tier 4 or tier 5 university. Forgetting about tier 2, tier 3, I'm talking about tier 4, tier 3. Vishwa Bharati admission process. So Vishwa Bharati is the only central university in West Bengal, and it was founded, we all know, by Rabindranath Tagore. The admission is based on CUET itself. So if based on the eligibility of the different programs, if you appeared for the examination and you are not absent in any of the papers and you fulfill the criteria of the eligibility, now the application process of Vishwa Bharati is on. You can go and register over there. You can select the courses. Similar to DU, they have created a portal where you have to fill in your basic information. They are picking some information from the CUT Samath website, which you filled up. And based on that, they'll be deciding the cutoff for each of the programs after the closure of the form. And then final merit list will be announced. So the process for most of the universities which are participating in CUET will remain similar. That's very important. That will remain similar. सो आप हर यूनिवर्सिटी के पोर्टल पे जाकर के आपको रजिस्टर करना पड़ेगा. PCM 370 out of 600. What are the chances of BSc? First of all, Jenny, if you are looking forward to Delhi University, please check which PCM course you are talking about, which is the course linked to that, because not only you had to do well in the PCM, but most of the courses which are related to science, they required a candidate to even take up one language. While that will not be considered for the merit, but that was supposed to be given, and a 30% score was to be achieved. So it was more like a qualifying paper. आपको वो qualify करना था, merit में उसका consideration नहीं होगा, but वो paper लिखना जरूरी था. So if you have not written that, then you might lose out an opportunity for most of the DU BSc courses.
Can I add something, Amitin, here?
Sure.
Yeah, as you've been talking about this and telling the students, I would also want to add to it कि बच्चों एक चीज ध्यान रखो, this is the first time, and a lot of students have already joined some or the other of the colleges because the result of CUET has been a little late. So है क्या कि आप मार्क्स के चक्कर में ये मत सोचो कि मुझे कौन सा कॉलेज मिलेगा या नहीं. DUS clearly specified in the bulletin of information that you've seen. It talks about the fact कि भैया आपको जितने ज्यादा भरने हैं आप भरो, because it's very important for you to understand कि कुछ भी हो सकता है. And a lot of students who have got 100 percentiles are primarily in humanities, then in commerce, and then in the sciences stream. सो इसलिए साइंसेज वालों के मार्क्स अगर थोड़े कम भी हैं तो दे स्टैंड अ चांस टू गेट अ गुड यूनिवर्सिटी, और अगर ह्यूमैनिटीज वालों के मार्क्स कम हैं तो दे माइट नॉट गेट अ गुड यूनिवर्सिटी बिकॉज अ लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स हैव ऑलरेडी स्कोर्ड a good percentile. So इसीलिए DUS clearly specified that they're looking at marks, the normalized score, and be ready to fill as many choices as you can, because you have to be safe. You have to be really safe. And I'm sure that most of you will get a good college if you have a decent score.
Yeah, very, very important actually. So one should keep the options open actually. मतलब जो मैं बोल रहा था उस समय, उनको एलिमिनेट मत करो. अभी कोई भी चॉइसेस को एलिमिनेट मत करो. देखो, लड्डू हाथ में आए तब खाने में मजा आता है, सपने देखने से मजा नहीं आता है. तो एक बार लड्डू हाथ में आ जाने दो, फिर डिसाइड कर सकते हैं, एंड यू कैन डेफिनेटली टेक दैट डिसीजन. So the question is from Kirti. I have a doubt. मैंने इंग्लिश जनरल टेस्ट एंड मैथ सब्जेक्ट से CUET दिया था, मेरे स्कोर काफी अच्छे हैं, क्या मुझे डीयू में मैथ्स ऑनर्स मिल जाएगा? कीर्ति, अगर सिर्फ यही 3 पेपर्स आपने दिए थे तो फिर डीयू में मैथ्स ऑनर्स नहीं मिलेगा, क्योंकि डीयू में मैथ्स ऑनर्स का जो क्राइटेरिया था वो एक लैंग्वेज प्लस 3 डोमेन सब्जेक्ट्स था, जिसमें एक मैथमेटिक्स होना चाहिए था। वहां पे जीटी की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं थी। हाँ, अगर आपके स्कोर्स बहुत ही अच्छे हैं तो मैं आपको दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी का एक अच्छा ऑप्शन बता सकता हूँ। आप दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी के बीएमएस, बीएफआईए और बीबी प्रोग्राम के लिए अप्लाई करो। वहां पे यही कॉम्बिनेशन रिक्वायर्ड था, इंग्लिश, मैथ्स और जनरल टेस्ट का। इफ यू हैव डन रियली वेल, यू विल बी हेडिंग टू अ वेरी वंडरफुल, वेरी गुड कॉलेज, शहीद सुखदेव कॉलेज ऑफ बिजनेस स्टडीज, और दीनदयाल उपाध्याय, और केशव महाविद्यालय for that matter, or BB, Guru Gobind Singh College of Commerce. So I would also suggest explore, and if any chance you are planning to do an MBA later, I think you must explore this program. आपके स्कोर्स अच्छे हैं तो आपको ये प्रोग्राम जरूर मिल सकता है, क्योंकि यही एलिजिबिलिटी थी। Okay, so most of the people, some people actually, not everyone, and some he has spammed the this thing actually. Just give me a moment. बीएससी रिलेटेड काफी कोर्सेज हैं, बीकॉम रिलेटेड काफी क्वेश्चंस हैं, बीकॉम रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस हैं, लोगों ने मार्क्स शेयर किया है। So in fact I would take up this. Should I prefer seal in Puducherry or Benares for BA LLB, or Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Delhi, or Bangalore for BSc economics? So first of all, Chandana, very important to understand, you are talking about different courses and college as well. So on one side, you are talking about law program, the other program, then you are talking about Puducherry University, you are talking about Bangalore, basically for your BSc economics. I'm sure you are referring to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University of Bangalore, which is based university, specially designed for economics. So I think the first question you need to answer is what exactly you are looking forward as far as your career is concerned. आप अपने आप को किस फील्ड में देखना चाहते हो, व्हाट इज दैट विजन फॉर योरसेल्फ, दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। आपको ये देखना बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, and based on that you should be selecting the college. So if you ask me, BLLB और BR Ambedkar Delhi, दोनों को आप लॉ प्रोग्राम के तहत देख रहे हो, तो जो BR Ambedkar Delhi है, BR Ambedkar यूनिवर्सिटी, वो लॉ नहीं ऑफर करता है, वो लीगल स्टडीज में ग्रेजुएशन ऑफर करता है। सो दैट्स नॉट अ लॉ प्रोग्राम, इट हैड टू बी 5 year प्रोग्राम, बट ये 3 साल का लीगल स्टडीज है। So you are basically simply doing a graduation, you'll have some basic knowledge, but you'll not be treated as a lawyer. That doesn't make you eligible. Similarly, जो इकोनॉमिक्स है बेस यूनिवर्सिटी का, वो काफी अच्छा है। So I would suggest you do some research, try to figure it out, which is the right program suited as per your career plan. Look at your 10-year goal, look at your 15-year goal. What is that vision you have? And I think you can answer this question yourself if you can answer that particular question.
And normally, if you look at all these programs that you've mentioned, Chandana, it is very important to understand that some of these are a little broader programs, some of these are a little narrower programs. So narrower program, अगर मुझे लॉ करना है तो मुझे सोचना चाहिए कि मुझे आगे करियर ऑप्शंस क्या देखने हैं, राइट? बिकॉज अगर आपने बीएससी इकोनॉमिक्स किया है, यू कैन एक्सप्लोर थिंग्स रिलेटेड to the field of analysis in economy, and even to something in commerce, something as an MBA. But अगर आप लॉ कर रहे हो तो आपको बड़ा क्लियर होना चाहिए कि आपको किस तरफ जाना है. So I think that is very very important for you to decide. And if you haven't decided that, the advice would be that you choose a broader stream, so that as you move forward you're able to analyze and see what is good for you. Am I right, Amitendra?
Very true, very true, Jitin. In fact, Jitin, next question, I'm throwing it at you actually, because there is a reason. I'm sure you're looking at the question, you will definitely understand why I'm throwing this question. While it is related to management, but because of the colleges, I'm giving it to you.
Okay, so if you look at DTU and NSUT for BBA, ideally, guys, what is it that we look at in a college? We look at the as Amitabh had been mentioning earlier also कि यार एक अच्छा कॉलेज क्यों चूज करते हैं, एक अच्छा कॉलेज इसलिए चूज करते हैं क्योंकि वहां पर हमें एक अच्छा एनवायरनमेंट मिलता है, एक लेगेसी मिलती है, और हमें समझ में आता है कि दिस इज वेयर वी गेट ग्रूम्ड बेटर in terms of the program that we are doing. So exposure and understanding is more important. Faculty do help, but more important is the kind of students that you get. So it is very important that you have to understand that you are getting into a technical college for a BBA program, but you will definitely be getting better quality of students than most of the programs. So depending on what scores you get, you will be able to understand that am I in the right position to be amongst the students who are better than or as good as me in a given place. So I think that is very important to understand. So maybe अगर आपके scores हमें पता हो तो हम अच्छे से suggest कर सकते हैं कि यार this program would help or not. But yes, I would say that these colleges have a legacy, but for technical education, good for others because you get a better exposure.
So, guys, Jitin sir is also a mentor for IIT JEE actually, and one of the most loved mentors. I know him for last 17 years. Okay, here's a question: is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University good in terms of placement? I'm opting for BA Political Science Honors. So there are two aspects, Manvi, here. First of all, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University of Delhi is a state university and it was established in the year 2019. So this would be the very first year when the people would be graduating from the college. The first batch would be graduating. So I'm sure you will understand that placement statistics would not be so great while it has not been released. But for the program you are looking forward to, BA Political Science Honors, that is being launched this year. In fact, they have just launched the program 2 days back. So, if you take admissions to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University, Delhi, you will be in the first batch of BA Political Science Honors. So, better look forward to some other good colleges. That would be my suggestion. It could be a good option, but this will be the very first batch. So, one cannot talk about without proper data, proper information. The details for the first batch is not yet released, actually. Okay, wonderful and interesting question, Jitin, I would say. Can I register for a college right now? I have to give my boards in 2023 and CUET in May.
Very nice, very nice. So what would you like to tell him, Amitabh?
Of course, I would say that you go ahead, prepare for CUET, but मेरा suggestion ये भी होगा कि while you are focused on the May attempt, definitely if December attempt is available, you should write for that. But you cannot take admission, you cannot register for a college without appearing for the examination. That's the first part of it. But my suggestion would be, well, I can understand and I can very well say that you are putting all your focus on the CUET examination. You should definitely be taking the December attempt or maybe January, whatever the case may be. Please usko bhi attempt karna. जरूरत पड़ेगी तो मे का अटेम्प्ट करना. अगर बाय चांस 100% सारे पेपर्स में फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट नहीं आ गए तो मे में जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ेगी अटेम्प्ट करने की. So both attempts are equally important if required. Otherwise, December is your first attempt. You cannot register right now.
And Amitabh, we've also seen in the past कि काफी बच्चे अगर दो attempts मिल रहे हैं किसी भी एग्जाम में तो they write both because the first one serves as a very good mock test for me in the stipulated time limit, and I understand how should I do if I'm good, if I'm intelligent and I'm not able to score well. A paper taken in December will help me do better in May if I can. However, अगर मैं बहुत ज्यादा पढ़ने वाला नहीं हूं, मैं बहुत मेहनत नहीं करूंगा, तो फिर मैं दिसंबर में स्कोर दूं चाहे मई में दूं, मेरे स्कोर्स ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर से ही दिखेंगे. Am I right? So very,
Obviously.
very important that you take the paper seriously.
Do we get placement in BA Economics in DU College? Yes, that depends on the college. In fact, BA Economics is one of the most sought after programs by the corporates. So you talk about SRCC, you talk about Hindu or St. Stephen's College, wherever BA Economics program is available, that's definitely the first choice of the corporates, actually, one of the most important courses, actually, and they look forward to such kids. So for the top colleges, definitely not every college of DU still has placements. The cells are not very active, but for the top 10, 15 colleges, I think they, over the last last 1 decade, they have done really well. अगर पिछले 10 साल का data देखोगे, during COVID, some of the colleges managed to have an average placement of 8.48 lakhs actually. So that's wonderful, I would say. In fact, when we were there inside the when we were there in Delhi University, in fact, we never thought of placements actually. 20 years ago, there was no placement cell. Nobody talked about placement. I think that's a great news, great aspect about Delhi University today and some of the other universities as well. So definitely placement should be part of your consideration. But I believe because you are going for a graduation at this juncture, it is more important to have a great course and a college combination. You should be least worried about placement at this juncture. That should be after post graduation, not at this point of time. Right now, your focus has to be completely on getting a good quality education, which will only come from a good combination of course and the college.
And like Amitain sir rightly said, very important to understand कि बच्चों प्लेसमेंट के चक्कर में भी मत पड़ो. ग्रेजुएशन इज जस्ट द बिगिनिंग, इट इज नॉट द एंड. वो हमारा टाइम था जब ग्रेजुएट होने के बाद इंसान नौकरी करके लाइफ काट लेता था. अब आजकल आफ्टर 4-5 years you will have a tough time because you would see that a lot of things emerge, and if you have not studied further, you find it difficult to compete with the people around you. Hence, focus on getting educated, and if you are looking at a placement, also look for a placement for a small tenure and then pursue your post graduation, maybe an MBA, so that you are better settled in life later.
Okay, so normally I don't do that, but I have put a user in the timeout because I think he's spamming our chat box and we cannot pick the relevant course questions out here. Just give me a moment. So one of the questions asked is, I think that's still a confusion over there. If I give CUET in December for 2023, can I simply transfer or do I have to repeat from first year? See, if you give CUET in December, you don't get admitted to the university or the college. Admissions जो होंगे वो May attempt के बाद ही होंगे. ये आपको 2 बार एग्जाम देने की अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रही है. दोनों में से जो आपका बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस होगा वो स्कोर आप प्रेजेंट कर सकते हो, और अगर उस स्कोर के बेसिस पे आप कट ऑफ क्लियर करते हो तब एडमिशन मिलेगा. तो जो एडमिशन साइकिल होगा वो जून 2023 ही होगा आपके बोर्ड रिजल्ट्स के बाद. So don't worry about that. Right now, put all your focus on exam.
अमित, एक और बात हो
790.6
सकती है,
out of
एक और
80.
बात, हाँ, एक और बात
Yeah,
हो
go ahead.
सकती है. मे बी द स्टूडेंट हैज रिटन CUET दिस ईयर एंड इज सेइंग कि क्या मैं CUET 2023 दूंगा, तो विल आई हैव टू रिपीट द फर्स्ट ईयर?
That could
Of
be a
course,
possibility.
if you're writing the exam again and you're taking an admission again, it means you'll be repeating from the very first year. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने फर्स्ट ईयर अभी किसी कॉलेज में ज्वाइन कर लिया और आप उसका बेनिफिट दूसरी यूनिवर्सिटी में ट्रांसफर लेके कर सको. That would not be the case.
Okay. See, first of all of you need to understand, my dear friends, that the spamming the chat box will not help you guys. And why I'm not picking up the questions where you are putting up the scores, मेरा 634 आया है 800 में, मेरा 500 आया है, because nobody at this point of time can say with surety that which college will you get. This is the first time this combination is being worked out, where a score from a different examination is being combined with along with the boards. And yes, I'm saying combined along with the boards because finally you will understand that your board results mattered. One way or the other, your board results matter. It will not matter for those probably who have got 780 plus. That I can say for with safety in most of the cases, including the top colleges. But even these kids who might have 780 might be at least in that stage as well. And the reason I have picked this question, Jitin, is 790.6 out of 800. Will it be enough for Miranda House Political Science? Obviously, it will be good enough for political science. So at least मिरांडा हाउस की बात कर रहे हो तो बिल्कुल मिल जाएगा, उसमें फाइट नहीं है. बट अगर आप ये सारे स्टूडेंट्स ये सोच रहे हैं कि हम 600, 700, 800 के स्कोर पे प्रिडिक्शन करेंगे, तो यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड इट वुड बी वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट. First, you need to understand that Delhi University is looking at your board marks in a very different way. Best 3 देखेगी पहले tie breaker पे, और ties होने ही होने हैं. Nobody can stop that. All of you have done well, you have scored well. There are other students who are not attending the session. So please understand the fact that finally your results will matter, the board results, in one way or the other. So what could be the right combination of the CUT score and your board results? It's too premature for any expert even to talk about, believe me. कोई भी आपको बोलता है कि तुम्हारा एडमिशन गारंटीड है, I'm sure he's taking you for a ride. Please don't believe that. First time है. अगर सुनना चाहते हो तो अच्छा लग सकता है, मैं बोल सकता हूँ हो जाएगा, but that may be you may turn out to have a different experience altogether out there. So very important. Maths is required for eco honors. Yes, maths is definitely required for eco honors, and even in the CUT examination, maths is a compulsory domain subjects if you are seeking admission to the eco honors program. So very very important. So, Jitin, I believe the questions are very similar. Scores being shared,
Yes.
and the questions being asked. So, I think it's very, very similar. Guys, I would suggest if you're looking forward to that ranking of the DU programs and colleges, the program and the colleges based on those programs, you click on that link which my colleague has shared, and he'll be sharing it once again for the self-paced program. That would be really, really helpful. We are doing a lot of video sessions out there where you can course-wise find out which is the top college and which are the colleges, which order you can be placing that once the preference order has to be filled up. BHU or lower NLUs, depend which lower NLU you are talking, my dear friend. If you are talking about some NLUs which are not located in the state in better geography, in the sense कि accessibility उतनी अच्छी नहीं है, then better go for BHU. And definitely you can pick up BHU against lower NLUs if your career plan is either to get into litigation, judiciary, or for that matter, civil services. अगर ये 3 है, तो I think especially from the judiciary perspective, you'll get better exposure in BHU. That environment is definitely present. Can PCM students do Bcom or Bcom honors in Delhi University? Yes, you can, definitely. The advantage of having science in class 11th and 12th is you can easily switch over to the other 2 streams with the right combination of the subjects. So because you have mathematics, you are eligible to take a Bcom program in Delhi University and most of the other universities as well. One should have mathematics or accountancy to study Bcom honors program. You already have mathematics, you are definitely eligible for that. Should I do BCA from AK?
And you should also have some love for commerce, basically accounts. Otherwise मजा नहीं आएगा, क्योंकि थोड़ा सा चेंज कर रहे हो अपने सब्जेक्ट्स, तो इसलिए चेंज करना क्योंकि आपको वो पसंद है, राइट? दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, right? Don't choose it because you're not getting anything of your choice and then you're opting for it. Yeah,
So, Jitin,
please.
this is a question. I am sure you are going to take it.
Will the college prefer a student who has selected the college at a higher preference or the student who has scored more marks? Very difficult to interpret what you're trying to say. देखो, हर एक कॉलेज, आप जिस कोर्स में, उस कॉलेज में जिस कोर्स के लिए अप्लाई कर रहे हो, उसमें जो बच्चों ने अप्लाई किया है उनके नॉर्मलाइज कोर्स को चेक करेंगे. So higher preference would be given to the students who has applied to a college and have better normalized scores. In case of a clash, your board marks would be considered. So कॉलेज प्रेफरेंस देगा उन बच्चों को, पहली चीज जिन्होंने कॉलेज में अप्लाई किया. दूसरी चीज, उन बच्चों के जो मार्क्स हैं नॉर्मलाइज्ड वो बेटर हैं, एंड तीसरी चीज अगर सेम मार्क्स आ गए तो बोर्ड के जिसके बेटर हैं.
So
एनीथिंग एल्स टू
obviously
बी
पहले
एडेड?
marks देखेंगे. No, no, Jitin, what you are saying is obviously वो marks पहले देखेंगे ना, जिसने आपसे better score किया उसकी preference को पहले value दी जाएगी, उसके बाद आपके preference हो. So that's the beauty about these entrances ना, unlike your board exams. Board exam में आप अपने performance में खुद को rate कर रहे हो, वहां पे आप किसी से compete नहीं कर रहे हो technically, but in CUET you are dependent on every other student who has scored better than you. What is their preference of the colleges, that's and the course, that becomes very very important. So as a rule, what I'm going to do now, Jitin, we'll take another couple of questions because there are people, despite requests, they are still spamming the box. So I'm very conveniently going to ignore them, let them do that. So very important. One question, and in fact, I would definitely like to answer is there are a lot of private universities which are participating in CUET. So, what is the basis of admission for them? So, please understand, whichever university is participating in CUET, if you go back to the CUET Samarth portal and click on the university tab, you'll see the list of the universities populated on that page. And when you click on the page of the university, you'll get the eligibility criteria. Each of the university has defined what was the required combination of sections or the subjects for the respective program. So for every private university, that is also defined on the CUET Samarth portal, और उनका जो एडमिशन होगा उसी के बेसिस पे होगा. तो मान लो किसी यूनिवर्सिटी ने किसी भी पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम के लिए ये कोई कॉम्बिनेशन रखा है कि एक लैंग्वेज और दो ही डोमेन सब्जेक्ट्स चाहिए, not defined which two domain subjects. So your two best of the domain subject scores and your language score will be considered for admission by them. So every university will follow a similar process. They have been instructed by UGC chairman not to look at the percentile. They have to look at the raw score, the NTA scores basically, and based on that. And if there is a tie, every university will define a tiebreaker system. Right now, only TU has done that, and they expected that to happen because of the vast number of candidates applying. Almost देखोगे तो 70% students ने दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी अप्लाई किया, so they knew that this will come, so they anticipated, they came out with that. Others, when they are coming out with their application, very soon they'll also come out with the process once they realize what is the level of tie they are looking at. So there would be a set criteria, वो हर college अपना define करेगा, तो you will have to check for that respective or the particular private university as well. So वो देखना पड़ेगा. TIS or Delhi College of Arts, which is better for journalism, mass media? TIS doesn't offer a mass media program, my dear friend. TIS offers the Bachelor of Social Work program, Bachelor in Social Sciences, Social Sciences का program है, and the third program is Bachelor in Analytics and Sustainability. That is offered at the Mumbai campus. The others are offered at the other campuses. TIS is known for its social work. They don't offer journalism. At the postgraduate, they are a good college for human resource specialization. But at this juncture, when we are talking about graduation, you should, if you are looking forward to journalism or mass communication or mass media, please select the colleges under Delhi University. That would be better. Best college for a female candidate would be Indraprastha College for women, and best college otherwise would be Delhi College of Delhi School of Journalism, which offers a 5-year integrated program in English journalism or Hindi journalism with an exit option after 3 years. So वो ज़्यादा better opportunity होगा. Okay, that's that's a question definitely I would take, and probably the last one, Jitin. Just give me a moment. What if I'm eligible for both sports quota and ECA? Both will be counted. आपको एडमिशन तो किसी एक के बेसिस पे ही मिलेगा. So ऐसा नहीं कि आपको दो कॉलेजेस ऑफर अलग अलग कर दिए जाएंगे, वो पूरा सिस्टम डेवलप्ड है. हाँ, एक चीज मैं डेफिनेटली बताना चाहूंगा, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट इस बात को लेकर वरीड है कि क्या मैं जो सुपर न्यूमररी सीट्स हैं अगर मैं एलिजिबल हूँ, फॉर एग्जांपल एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज जो हैं या स्पोर्ट्स कोटा की जो सीट्स हैं, सुपर न्यूमरेरी सीट्स हैं ओवर एंड अबव द इनटेक, अगर मैं अपना एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट देता हूँ एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म में एडमिशंस के लिए, आई select yes, I have relevant certificates at the relevant levels, will I lose my opportunity of selection as a general category student or on the merit? No, you don't. You'll be considered in that case. And in fact, the sports trial and the ECA trials will happen later. Once the admissions have started, उसका एक टाइम फ्रेम आएगा. पहले 10 अक्टूबर प्लान था, आई बिलीव वो अब 15 अक्टूबर के बाद होगा. So अगर if you are clearing the cutoffs, whatever the eligibility requirements are, और उसके basis पे जो cutoffs decide हुए हैं, if you clear that cutoff, you will be considered through general or the respective categories as well. The other aspect is, if you belong to any of the reserve categories, maybe you are from an SC category or ST category or an OBC NCL category or an EWS category or even a PWD category, you have done well in the examination, so well that you are clearing the cutoff of the general category, you will be offered the admission in general category and not in your respective category. So you have that advantage. तो आपको दोनों में मिलेगा, आपका जो बेस्ट दोनों में से आपको बेसिस पे जो ट्रायल्स होंगे उसके बेसिस पे कॉलेज अलॉट होगा और आप किसी एक कॉलेज में ही एडमिशन ले सकते हैं. आप दो कॉलेजेस में सीट ब्लॉक नहीं कर पाएंगे. वो पोर्टल इस तरीके से बना दिया गया है. Divya, I would not name it, but definitely you should not be going for that college. BBA and integrated program college, best ones. See, understand, you are looking at integrated program in management, then the best colleges are the 5 IMs, followed by Nalsar, Nirma, and IIM Rohtak. So these are the 8 colleges at this point of time, which are a good opportunity. Beyond that, you can look forward to Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya Indore, State University है मध्य प्रदेश का, बट उसके पास उनके पास बहुत ही पुराना BBA plus MBA integrated program है. But the only problem which you might come across is they have it for some specializations like healthcare management, foreign trade. So you are not going to study in general, you would be specializing in one of the areas. So if that's not on your mind, you can avoid, or otherwise you can take that as well. Okay. So one last question, Jitin, and then we'll call it off. Should I opt for Bcom program being a humanities student without having studied mathematics and economics? See, please understand, being a humanities student, you will not be eligible for the Bcom program if you do not have mathematics. Forget economics. Economics is not a criteria even, actually. Mathematics is the main subject required, the main domain subject required for the CUET examination and even to fulfill the eligibility. तो बीकॉम ऑनर्स करना है आपको तो मैथमेटिक्स 12th में होना जरूरी है. सो इफ योर कॉम्बिनेशन डजंट हैव मैथमेटिक्स, यू आर ह्यूमैनिटीज विदाउट मैथमेटिक्स स्ट्रीम स्टूडेंट, देन यू आर नॉट एलिजिबल फॉर बीकॉम ऑनर्स प्रोग्राम. मैथ्स होगा तो आप कर सकते हो, इकोनॉमिक्स हो या ना हो उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. So I think that would be all, guys. So please understand, while all of you wanted answer to that question, but that's I would refrain, and I am sure we both will refrain from answering or giving you any this thing actually कि हाँ ठीक है स्कोर पे ये कॉलेज मिल जाएगा. Not possible. It's a wait and watch mode. Unless you have 780, 790, would be very difficult to predict. टाई ब्रेकर किस तरीके से वर्क करता है, that is very, very important. You have to look forward to that, and that is the reason what I stated and what Jitin reiterated. Don't be very selective. आप options increase करो colleges के और courses के भी. ये बाद का डिसीजन है, बहुत टाइम मिलेगा एटलीस्ट सोचने का. फॉर्म भरो और सोचना चालू कर दो. जो फर्स्ट लिस्ट है अलॉटमेंट वो 15th के पहले नहीं होगी. 10 तक तो लास्ट डेट है अगर हम DU की ही बात करें तो आपके पास समय है 20-25 दिन. सोचो अच्छे से. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है.
एंड एज यू हैड बीन सेइंग अमितेंद्र, वो अपग्रेड का ऑप्शन भी हमारे पास होगा अगर हमने बेटर चॉइसेस फिल की हुई हैं. सो इन केस मार्क्स के बेसिस पे अभी कुछ कॉलेज मिलता है एंड देन पीपल ऑप्ट आउट एंड सम पीपल हैव ऑलरेडी बीन सिलेक्टेड समवेयर एंड दे डोंट प्लान टू जॉइन, यू विल हैव एन ऑप्शन टू अपग्रेड and you can even reorder the choices that are there above the college that you've got. तो आपने जो कॉलेज आपको मिला उससे ऊपर वाली चॉइसेस को आप रीऑर्डर भी कर सकते हो. सो आई वुड सजेस्ट, एंड एज अमितेन हैड बीन सेइंग, fill the from the best to the last and be happy. It will take time to fill, that is the only thing, but you'll be safe, you'll be happy, and you'll be in a better position.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. It has been great. It has been really great interacting with you, and I'm sure we have been able to answer your queries. And for those who feel disappointed because we could not answer, you please understand by the reason we have explained. Thank you, Jitin, for joining this session. I'm really thankful to you. You were there actually, and your insights were really valuable. So once again, all the best to each one of you from the entire CL family. We are there to help you. We'll continue bringing the sessions, and once the university, Delhi University, starts the preference filling and the choice filling phase, the phase two, we'll definitely come out with a session and we'll help you guys. In the meantime, you can join that SPP available at just $49, and it will be really, really helpful for you to list down your colleges. So please do that, and thank you so much once again.
Thank you. All the best, guys.